Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. We are now a few weeks into the life of Black Ops Cold War, and already we've seen quite a few things change, ranging from the huge weapon balancing pass that we saw with the 1.06 update to various bugs and glitches being fixed, and quite a few other things as well. But all of that is, I guess, sort of dwarfed in comparison to what we know is coming in the next major title update, which is presumably going to be the Season 1 update coming on December 10th. As we know, we don't normally see more than one larger title update within a 2-week time frame, so considering that Season 1 is just under 2 weeks out from now, we can expect a lot of changes, both big and small, to be coming then. So today we're going over all the confirmed changes for the next major update. So if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new around here, or if you're watching and you're not already subscribed to the channel, we are trying to hit 650k subs before the end of the year. So if you want to keep up with the latest news, intel, updates, and everything else going on in COD, this is the place to be, so feel free to subscribe and maybe even turn on those post notifications. Also, myself and my friends over at G Fuel are hosting a huge holiday giveaway right now, where you can win a copy of Cold War, an Immortal Shaker Cup, which is currently sold out completely, alongside a G Fuel tub, and even a $100 gift card for COD points or anything else. And to find out more about that, check out the link down in the description below. Now, when it comes to what's changing soon, like I said, we can assume the next major update is probably going to come alongside Season 1 on December 10th, pending any major need for a rush title update to fix like a major game-breaking bug or anything like that. So the first big change that we know is confirmed is that of a buff to the M82 sniper. Safe to say, if you've used any of the snipers, then also use the M82, aka the Barrett, you probably know that this thing is just some hot trash, right? Like, it is some serious cheese. It is not strong, it is not fast, it is not convenient in any way, shape, or form. Shout out to Jev for already grinding that gold/diamonds, because really, it is just not a good time to use this thing right now, especially after the last update actually nerfed it and made it even less effective somehow. Now, we know that the M82 is getting a buff because of Tony Flame, who is one of the leads on multiplayer over at Treyarch, and he actually tweeted out saying, "Next order of business," with an image of the M82, then a car getting a buff. So first off, I'm a big fan of the wordplay going on here. Secondly, this is a direct confirmation that the M82 might be getting an upgrade in the next few weeks. And then alongside that, I really wouldn't be surprised if we have even more weapon tuning take place at the same time. Normally, we don't just see one weapon nerfed at a time this early on into the year, especially when we've got a major title update coming up soon. So it's possible we'll see some other weapons buffed or nerfed too. Specifically, I'm looking for things like the shotguns maybe being adjusted more, potentially some of the tac rifles as well. I've actually got a very interesting video coming with one of the shotguns soon that I think you guys are definitely going to want to see. But yeah, more weapon tuning is definitely coming with Season 1. Now, another weapon-related change that's coming soon is actually a buff to the way that mastery camos are displayed on some weapons. This is actually a change listed on the Trello board, and for what it's worth, a lot of the changes today are going to be via the Trello board, and I'll link that down below if you want to bookmark it or anything like that to check it out for yourself. But basically, in the last update, gold, diamond, and dark matter now sometimes cover less surface area on a weapon compared to what they were covering before. And keep in mind, this was an unintentional change that's going to be reverted or fixed in the next update. Then one change that hasn't really been touched on much, but is definitely a very, very big issue, is that of the broken aim assist. Now, regardless of how you feel about aim assist in general, there is no denying that this year it is more broken than ever. And we're not talking in like an overpowered kind of way, we're talking in a it straight up just doesn't work kind of way. My buddy Exclusive Ace made a whole video on this topic actually, and essentially, aim assist will sometimes stop your aim and basically force you to stop tracking a player if you're caught in this weird situation where you're trying to track a player who's running side to side essentially. I've also noticed that in close range fights, you basically just lose all aim assist. Like, I've been trying to go for the whole point blank kills recently, and the hipfire aim assist just completely disappears and the tracking gets thrown off entirely. And just in general, aim assist needs some serious fixing at the moment in basically every single regard. Moving on though, the next change that we know is being looked into is a fix to the level display and then also the animations in the after action report. From my understanding, after you get past rank 55 and basically get into all of the prestige levels, the display that you see on the after action report is entirely inaccurate, and the only way to see your true rank is in the top corner. Essentially, anything you see in that after action report for your XP yield and whatnot just isn't the truth. You know, I ain't calling it a truther. I've seen it where it says I've leveled up like 20 times when I'm already at max rank at rank 100. I've seen it say I've gotten like 1.3 million XP in a game. Like, it is just super wonky, and Treyarch is working to get that to be a bit more accurate. They also listed a few smaller changes being worked on the Trello board. This includes the ability to join players who are offline, or at least players who are appearing offline on your friends list. They're also looking to fix parties randomly disconnecting. I've noticed this one a lot while playing. There will be times where we end a match and it just kicks everyone out of the party for no apparent reason. Then also, the whisper feature is apparently broken. Right now, your name just doesn't appear when you whisper someone sometimes, so I guess to really get their attention, you might have to use your outside voice instead. Now, Treyarch also mentions the issue where multiplayer says it's not fully installed on your menu when it definitely is fully installed. I believe this is an issue on all platforms currently where it says it's just partially installed, and that should be getting fixed here soon. As should issues with the split screen feature in multiplayer. There are apparently some visual bugs going on with that as well. There's also a few issues with Dirty Bomb that are being worked on, including team names being incorrect during the after action report and then also in game. Then there's also some issues with the HUD where text just won't disappear off your screen, so you can have depositing uranium on your screen for 15 minutes and it just won't go away. Obviously, not the most ideal situation, but that is being looked into too. Then, rounding out the Trello board, we know that they're working on the Chopper Gunner pathing on Crossroads Strike. Basically here, when you call in a Chopper Gunner, it takes the same route that it would if you were playing on the normal Crossroads map, so you're like nowhere near the actual Strike map. It is so far away, it's basically impossible to really hit anyone or anything because you are so far away with the chopper. So yeah, I'm definitely glad that that's getting worked on. Then finally, they're working on fixing various crashing issues and dev errors that are occurring on all platforms as well. Then outside of all the back-end changes and whatnot, we also know Season 1 is going to include a ton of content changes and other new DLC additions, including new 6v6 maps and modes, new gunfight maps, and then also the gunfight mode itself, new weapons, a brand new fire team map, some new zombies modes, a new Warzone experience, aka the Rebirth Island, aka the Alcatraz Island. Cold War weapons in Warzone is also happening with Season 1. We're getting new prestige levels, 1000 seasonal levels, so we're not going to be capped out at rank 100 anymore. Then we're also getting the Prestige Master rank, new challenges, and even more. Then also earlier on last week, we actually covered some of these Season 1 leaks, so that kind of goes in depth on what some of that content may be as far as the weapons and the maps and whatnot. So if you want to check that out, that'll be down in the description below. But yeah, safe to say, the Season 1 update is going to be a very, very big one. As of right now, we don't really know how big it's going to be physically in terms of size on any platform. That's info we're probably not going to get until the day it's about to go live, the night before we'll get the patch notes and everything, but it's looking to be probably the biggest update since launch, definitely the biggest update since launch, for both content and then also just general changes too. So, there you have it. With all of that being said, that is effectively everything we can confirm for the next major update here in Cold War, and that is going to wrap things up for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And, of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with the latest Call of Duty news, intel, updates, and basically everything else in between, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, and Control Freak products. Then, as I mentioned in the intro, if you want to check out the huge G Fuel giveaway that we're hosting right now, the link to that and everything else will be down in the description below. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.